In today's video, I'll be going over how you can check out two pretty major PlayStation 4 titles for free. Shadow of the Tomb Raider has gotten a brand new free trial, and you can download that right now to get a taste of that game. Also, you'll be able to play the entirety of Street Fighter V for a limited duration of time very soon. Also, we've got details on Week 1 update for Red Dead Online's beta. Red Dead Online has been under some fire. Not everyone has been all too captivated by it, but Rockstar will for sure keep it an ongoing and ever-evolving experience. Also, Left Alive is one of the more underrated games of early 2019. I think this is a game that a lot of you guys need to be aware about, and Square Enix will be holding a new live stream very soon to detail some of the story and gameplay aspects of the game. Also, Prey was one of 2017's most underrated games. I was a big fan of that title. Arcane Studios did a tremendous job with that game. We got some DLC for that game earlier, but now we've got a brand new multiplayer component to the game coming very soon. We got a trailer for that, so I do want to give that a shout. Also, speaking of games coming early 2019, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is a remaster that I am very much looking forward to, even though you can definitely make the argument it's a bit overpriced. I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of this video. Also, regarding that game, I have information for you guys on what resolution the game will be running at, also at what frame rate, so I'll give you guys the update on that at the end of this video. First up, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has a free trial that you can download right now. This will allow you to experience the beginning of Lara Croft's defining adventure with the Shadow of the Tomb Raider free trial. You journey to Mexico in the midst of the Day of the Dead celebrations, where Lara and her trusted friend Jonah must race against Trinity to find a hidden tomb. Immerse yourself in Lara's newest adventure and see why critics are calling this a thrilling conclusion to Lara Croft's origin story. After completing the trial, those who purchase Shadow of the Tomb Raider will resume right where they left off, keeping all of their progress and unlocks. I should also note, I mentioned it earlier, but as a part of the Game Awards sale, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has its price slashed 50%, so it's down to $29.99. So Square Enix definitely got the timing for this free trial down, for the fact that, hey, you can check out the free trial right now, get a taste of the game, see the early portion of the game, and then if you do want to buy it, you can own it for 50% off at $29.99. Shadow of the Tomb Raider looks to have not done all too great from a commercial standpoint. I think the reasons for that are pretty evident. I uploaded a video a while back heading into the release of that game and why I thought the anticipation for that game was just so low. I think a big part of that was because of the game's outrageous DLC plan, also because I think people were just a little exhausted from Tomb Raider. Personally speaking, I thought Shadow of the Tomb Raider was a really good game, and if you enjoyed Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider will be right up your alley. From a gameplay standpoint, it's much better, but I don't really need to sell you on it anymore since you can get a free trial right now. Also, Street Fighter V will be absolutely free to play for a limited time alongside the Capcom Cup 2018. Now, exactly, it'll be free from December 11th to the 19th. And anyone that owns a PlayStation 4 can take part in this free offering. It's not just gonna be available for Plus subscribers. You don't even need a PlayStation Plus subscription, and you will have access to all 16 original characters, and some of the favorite DLC characters are also available. Street Fighter V initially was an absolute train wreck of a release. It was a very stripped down version of Street Fighter, and for a $59.99 release, it was lacking a lot of content. It has gotten better, but again, another title that you'll be able to check out absolutely free from December 11th to the 18th. Moving on from that, Red Dead Online has hit beta, and while it's going through its growing pains, Rockstar will be continuing to update it, and we got information on the Week 1 update. Specifically, directly from Rockstar Games, here's what's coming in the Week 1 update. Increasing the cash and gold payments across a number of different activities, including free roam missions, free roam events, replays of a Land of Opportunity mission, reducing the price of most weapons in the Wheeler, Rawson, and Co catalog, and gunsmiths. For players that have already purchased weapons at the previous prices, we will automatically deposit the difference to players' balances starting today. Please look for an alert message the next time you log into the Red Dead Online beta to notify you of this change. Refunds may take up until December 10th to reach all players. Balancing the values of select pelts, skins, and fish, as well as Horse Reviver and pamphlets. So those are all of the updates coming in Week 1's update. However, the post does continue with this. Quote, "Of course, our efforts to improve and balance the Red Dead Online beta will continue. We are conscious of all and still evaluating an assortment of further adjustments based on feedback from the community. We are currently working on fixes for some persistent bugs that are causing some players to be kicked from sessions, and we aim to have these fixes for these live next week. We will also continue to review all feedback and suggestions, so please keep them coming to reddeadonline.com/feedback. So as I mentioned, Red Dead Online has been under fire recently. It's still in beta, so let's give it some time. And honestly, Red Dead Redemption 2 single player component was worthy of the price of admission. I was satisfied by that. I know online was promoted going into it, but I was always a little bit skeptical of online. We never got any concrete details about Red Dead Online ahead of its release. We just knew it was coming. Hopefully it can develop into something sizable, and I do think that's what Rockstar is planning. Rockstar made a gigantic amount of money off Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm sure they want to replicate at least a similar level of success with Red Dead Online. Moving on from that, Left Alive is another one of those games coming early 2019. However, unlike a a lot of the early 2019 games, like a Resident Evil 2 Remake, Kingdom Hearts 3, Metro Exodus, Left Alive isn't getting a lot of attention right now. Now, it is coming a little bit later on March 5th, but we should be getting more information about Left Alive very soon, as a new live stream will be held on December 12th at 8 p.m. Japan time, and the game director Toshifumi Nabeshima will be present. Specifically, this new Left Alive live stream will detail some of the new story and gameplay elements of the game, and this looks to be a pretty interesting title. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's set in the Front Mission universe. However, those that are aware of the game are more so comparing it to Metal Gear, and that's very exciting since Metal Gear, of course, is going to the wayside, at least for now. Left Alive could be something to fill that void. Now, I know those are major shoes to fill, so I don't want to get you guys all that excited to expect that this could be something to replace Metal Gear, but it is a pretty interesting title, and I think come March 5th, it could be a game that surprises a lot of people. But again, we'll know more about the game on December 12th.
I swear, I'll protect you.
It's up to you to decide whether you'll do it or not.
Run for your life!
Moving on from that, I talked about how Left Alive is one of the more underrated games coming in 2019. Well, one of 2017's more underrated games in my eyes was the new Prey title. Those that played the game really enjoyed it. We got an expansion earlier this year, and now we have a major update coming to Prey Mooncrash in a free multiplayer update with Typhon Hunter. Typhon Hunter will allow you to experience the game in a completely new way with other people, take the tense, treacherous world of Prey, throw in some asymmetrical multiplayer, and you've got a recipe for some serious jump scares. Bethesda uploaded the official Typhon Hunter trailer, and it'll be available to everyone on December 11th, and again, an absolutely free multiplayer update to Prey Mooncrash. That's some pretty exciting news, and if you've yet to check out Prey, the game readily goes on sale for south of $20, so I'd recommend you to check it out. A very atmospheric first-person shooter. Always touted it as a great single-player first-person shooter, but now you've got a multiplayer side to it as well. Who knows how well it's going to turn out, but still, considering it's a free update to Mooncrash, not too big of a deal. And lastly, I'm super stoked for Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. This is one of the best JRPGs of the last 10 years or so. We're finally getting the premiere version of the game on January 11th, and along with that, we are getting a bunch of visual improvements. And on the PlayStation 4, the game will be running at 1080p, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I was hoping 4K for this title on the Pro at least, but hey, it is what it is. However, more exciting is the fact that the game is going to be running at a smooth 60 frames per second. Comparatively speaking, the PlayStation 3 version of the game that we never saw stateside, but it was released in Japan, ran at 720p resolution, and in battle you would get 60 frames per second. However, outside of battle in the towns and the overworld, you were only getting 30 frames per second, so a sizable improvement upon that. And if you played Tales of Vesperia back on the Xbox 360, the Definitive Edition is a gigantic improvement upon that. New characters, more voice acting, a lot has been added to the Definitive Edition. I still do think the $49.99 price point might be a bit high. Even though I'm partial towards Tales of Vesperia, I complained about Burnout Paradise Remastered being $39.99. Kinda have to do the same with Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Even though this is the premiere version of the game, it is a very big JRPG, clocking in at around 60 to 70 hours of gameplay, but that definitely is my biased tendencies running through, so I'm gonna stop there. You guys already know what's up with this game. I'm super excited for it. But I would have liked to see the game a little bit cheaper. $29.99 would have been great. $39.99 would have at least been a little bit more palatable. So that's going to conclude this video. Again, a free trial for Shadow of the Tomb Raider is available right now. Street Fighter V will be free during the Capcom Cup. That runs from December 11th to the 19th. Red Dead Online has its Week 1 update detailed. A new Left Alive stream will be held on December 12th. Prey is getting its multiplayer update absolutely free on December 11th. And Tales of Vesperia on the PlayStation 4 will be running at 1080p and 60 frames per second. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.